are the inner voice, not the outer voice. Once you become the inner voice, now your outer voice has power. Now when you speak, it's not just a shell speaking. There's a being speaking through the shell. And this is where you heal all sickness in your body. This is where you command reality to work with you, and it works according to your consciousness. Why? Because it's not a shell that's speaking. There's a real being in the shell that is speaking. And when the real being speaks, all nature and the universe responds.
Beautiful, beautiful. Welcome, brothers and sisters. And as we know, that's the great KRS-One. And I play that from time to time just to kind of remind the listeners, the generals, current subscriber and new subscriber, and also one's self, and it's right what he said, and it's a beautiful thing when we come in tune with ourselves and learn things like that. It's beautiful, so welcome to another edition of EBX discussion. My generals, those who've been riding along with the brother, I appreciate you and thank you, and salute to my family and reachers and teachers, brothers and sisters in the world and online that's standing up right before we even get to the deep spiritual, as the great KRS-One was talking about. We have to be real within, and only then, man, will nature, universe, and a great divine respond when we finally are true and real with oneself to the pit of the soul. So good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, whatever time zone that we are in, and always gotta just, salute to our ancestors who got many of us, brother or sister, into the space that we are in, because their righteous spirit is alive and well right now. Remember, we don't speak of our ancestors as past tense. No, their power is alive and well right now. But if you have that light within you and you don't think it's nothing weird, and come in tune with oneself, you'll be amazed the power we can manifest in this life and through our personal lives, music, of course, I'm gonna get to, and just in general. It's a wonderful thing. Staying away from chaos so we won't be blind. We can see things. We can see through things, person, place, or thing. I always say, treat this life or this world like a noun and break it down. I like to rhyme. So thank those that's been riding along. Keep learning, keep elevating, brothers and sisters, generals, family, younger or older, and transcend our gifts, whatever gift that is. Of course, I'm going to speak on music, as I said on many podcasts. I love all kinds of music, but I like my little tributes, and I hope those been enjoying the tributes that I have been giving artists or any great brother or sister throughout our history. But lately it's been music, and as you see on my thumbnail and banner, got Guy, and which was a very unique group. And of course I'll have some lists, and of course I'm gonna play a song during the intermission because I like playing music, whether it's my own. It won't always be my own. There'll be other artists, but I just love music, so I like to play it, during the intermission, because speaking sometimes can be a little repetitive and I don't want it to get boring. Try to keep it interesting, and teach and educate at the same time, sharing experiences I've went through, family members I've learned from, brothers and sisters I've learned from, or just life in general, and we become a teacher and we just teach, whether we're spiritual, got a degrees, whatever. If it's in our spirit to do it, if we feel compelled by that great divine, go with it, never miss out on divine times, because somebody like to say, we're on divine time, not our time or a man's time. And it's a wonderful time to be on, because when you're on divine time, we won't waste time, So a salute to Guy. And of course, I got a list, like I said, of some other groups. I wanted to get into the groups and bands, and salute to all artists. Again, I've been giving little tributes to artists. Last few podcasts, one was Sheila E., one was Prince, and I named a lot of other artists. I gave some honor to the song Stop the Violence, Self-Destruction, all the artists on there. Salute. I gave honor to all of them. And those that aren't with us that made that song, may they rest in peace and in power. I just did that recently. And I just been going through, trying to look for different rare artists, some underground, some current, some golden school, some may be new, and some that have made music that still impact us today, that have made music, maybe some a little sooner, some a little later, long time ago. But, good music is good, and we all know Guy gave us some very unique music, and Aaron Hall had a very unique voice. I like Aaron Hall's voice. I liked his voice in MC Hammer's Salute, which I spoke on. And the song, was it Bumps in the Rump or Pumps in the Bump? Something like Pumps in the Bump. I can't remember exactly the title, but Aaron Hall sang in that song. His voice, and he only did a little bit, but just that little part of his voice was just unique. Like Anthony Hamilton, that's another brother that's been in my spirit. Anthony Hamilton, which sang on Nappy Roots song, All My Life I've Been Po. And Anthony Hamilton sang on that. And it was the same thing as Pumps in the Bump. It was just a little small segment, but just that's how unique those brothers' voices are. Salute to Anthony Hamilton. I'm going to have to do a little tribute to him too, because he's very unique and very meaningful music. My favorite song by Anthony Hamilton is I'm From. I love that song, And you listen to the lyrics, he talking about some real shit. Same thing with Aaron Hall, sings from his toes. I like those artists that sing from their toes through their soul. That's the best kind of music. But yeah, I wanted to give a little salute to Guy, and again, transcend our gifts, brothers and sisters. And of course, I'm always talking about more than just the subject or what's on my thumbnail, but it's incorporated because music is a way of life, real talk. Because it's wonderful, and it makes the music that much more authentic, while we have fun and dance too. I always gotta say that too. But when we incorporate real things in our music, it lasts forever. And those are the songs we remember. With the fun songs, like I say, gotta have fun too. That's what helps us to enjoy our craft or our gift. Remember, that's whatever that is. But we're talking about music right now. So salute to Guy. And of course, I want to read the definition of transcending. Not that we don't know. Like I say, I just like to read, get in our subconscious, really get the deeper meaning of transcending. Because sometimes we say words and hear words. Let's go deeper into the words we say and feel and think, But salute to Guy. Of course, I'm going to read some summaries, just a little background on the group Guy and the different individuals that brought that group together. And I have a list of other groups. And when we had bands, and actual groups, it's wonderful when groups can come together. It's unfortunate that some groups split up and they don't make it and things happen. That's unfortunate, but we're not going to focus on that. We're going to focus on the golden times when bands were together and percussionists and played drums and the guitar and wasn't all too digital. Got to stay original. That's why the songs I've been doing recently, I've been doing them live, not like live, but at pre-recorded, but I do it live. I straight with my voice. I don't use any digital anything. I did do a few songs like that, but I don't know. I just, originality, we can't get away from that, I always got to use that quote from, that saying from Malcolm X, the most powerful brother and sister that incorporate our gifts in this life is the ones that can use the least amount of tools. That's powerful, when you don't need too much of the digital shit or entities around us. When I say entities, I'm talking about outside of one circle, families, brothers and sisters in the world online. I'm not talking about y'all. I'm talking about others that try to exploit us, especially melanated brothers and sisters, exploit us in our music. So, and they'll try to exploit anything that they can use, if it got something to do with money or empowering their own existence and not thinking about us, you know what I'm talking about. I don't want to get into it. Things that have destroyed hip hop and black culture music for decades upon decades, but it's coming to an end, So again, not talking about those in my family or close to me, not talking about evil entities around us. You know what I mean? So I want to read this summary on the definition of transcending. transcending. And I'm going to get into it. Leaders and teachers with a student spirit. Remember, we ain't no damn followers. We're changing that damn narrative. All right, here we go. Transcending, be or go beyond the range or limits of something abstract, typically a conceptual field or division. Not division like splitting people up, nothing like that. An issue transcending the text space, transcending text space and reaching other corners of society or the world. Go beyond, rise above. You know what I'm saying? Surpass doubts, discouragement, surpass all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Do what we can do in our space. That he or she will transcend. Surpass, excel, and exceed. Achieve. That's what we need to have. Surpass, excel, exceed, and achieve. Real talk. Those are the things we need to have in our subconscious, in our vocabulary. So as long as we're making progress, whether it's small or big, progress is progress. When you stay at it with a right heart and this brother or sister or family, whether we're in music or just whatever divine gift we have. Remember, this is more than just music or any gift. Transcend. Let nothing stop a gift that we have worked hard for, as long as it's not hurting ourselves or anyone else. All right, now I want to get to the group Guy, and I'm gonna read a little bit about the brothers. We got Aaron Hall, Teddy Riley, and Damian Hall. All right, and I'm gonna read just a little small summary. Guy is an American hip-hop, R&B, and soul group founded in 1987 by Teddy Riley, Aaron Hall, and Timmy Gatlin, if I said that right, Hall's younger brother. Yep, and it's wonderful, And they group, they're amazing. And one of my favorite songs is I like the things you do to me. It brings out ecstasy. I love that whole song. I know every song word for word, every track. I used to have that tape. I used to play that cassette tape so much I wore the words off of it. But that was one of my favorite albums. Guy, I forget what was the name of that particular album that had like on it. But every song was dope. Slow, fast, dancing. And that one song, Jam, Teddy Jam. Teddy Jam for me, yeah, dun dun dun. And that didn't even really have singing in it, just straight up beautiful instrumental. Teddy Riley, he used to do his thing, So salute to them brothers, man. And I want to read another little summary about, these brothers with they transcended their gifts. Many other groups like them. All right. The members of the group Guy, Teddy Riley, Aaron Hall, and Timmy Gatlin are all currently in their late 50s, with Teddy Riley being the oldest, born in 1966, making him around 58 years old as of today. Teddy Riley, born in 1966, Aaron Hall, not an exact birth, and Timmy Gatlin, also same age, around the same age, but I couldn't find a birth date. But they're all in their 50s, so they're still alive, Salute to them brothers, And man, and so this is kind of a tribute to them. And as I said, I'll name some other groups as I always do. And I just been going through a little Black History. It's Black History Month, so but I do this anyway, even before Black History. So again, most of us that research and discuss and speak on brothers and sisters of our history, we do it all the time. So when the month of Black History come, it's just make it that much more special. Again, not a lot of things to be happy about. A lot of like slavery and what a lot of our ancestors went through, but we're gonna draw that power out of there. We're gonna focus on what they sacrificed themselves for to get us to the space we in, and we're gonna pull that positive out of there. Fuck the evil entities. It's coming to an end. It's over for them. But salute to Aaron Hall, Teddy Riley, and what was the other brother name? Timmy Gatlin, and MC was Teddy Riley. I'm talking about the three brothers that sang. Okay, Damian Hall. Yep. Aaron Hall, Teddy Riley, and Damian Hall. And as you can see, on my thumbnail. Brothers look cool, and I think it was I Like. That's the that's the video I got the picture from on my thumbnail, and my banner is Teddy Jam for Me. That's what they were performing. I don't know where they were performing at, but they were performing somewhere on here. Then I kind of wanted to speak on Aaron Hall. That's kind of why I had this picture, but they all played a part. But as we know, Aaron Hall had a very unique voice. I haven't heard him really sing. Well, they performed on the video. Well, I have heard him sing live. He sing pretty good live because I think that's important. And I actually heard Exhibit, an interview with Exhibit. He was speaking on this a couple days ago about being able to sound the same way as you do in the studio live. I think that's unique because not every artist can do that, and it's beautiful. And one group in particular, I mean, there's many groups that can, but one in particular that I heard sing beautifully live was SWV. They sang so beautiful live. I mean, amazing, so, but yeah, that's beautiful though. But I salute all R&B and hip hop and funk groups that brought music that still impacts us today, those back in the day. So it's wonderful, and so I'm gonna go ahead and play a song I want to play. I played it before, and it's called Love. That's the name of it. I wanted to find something kind of R&B or some kind of hip hop to relate to what I'm speaking on, which is bands, groups, And I'll bring up some pretty amazing groups when I come back from this song. It's beautiful, to appreciate our brothers and sisters, and like I heard a good brother say, we reach in and pull that good out of there, There's a positive. If we in that space, we'll find it in our music, in our lives. Remember, transcend our gifts. Take them to a whole nother level, brothers and sisters, whatever gift that is. Appreciate a divine gift we have, whatever that is. Remember, there's a billion trillion gifts in this universe. All we got to do is reach out after we went within, after we've dealt with our core, then we can reach out and explore it, man, and just pour our gifts out to the world best way we can. We start right where we are, remember, righteous ripple effect, work our way out. But it always starts with what? Self. And that goes for music, personal life, whatever, So keep transcending, my generals, and wherever you are in your life, transcend, do better, go above and beyond, do things different, be the opposite of what we see in the world or things we see around us or just same old shit every day. Go above and beyond, do something different, step over into that divine power that a lot of us have, especially melanated brothers and sisters. We were born with a divine power. It's just that we came into a lot of distractions to make us think that we don't have it, but we do. But we use it for the right things because it just come back and bite us on the ass. And that's whether music or just life in general, So salute to one's family and brothers and sisters that stand upright, especially those who love music, still doing righteous music today and have made it through all the madness. I appreciate artists like that, brother or sister, like Exhibit. I use him as an example. There's many like him, but man, still standing firm today. And the brother don't look like he hardly aged at all. See, when you stay away from the madness and you learn, that your youthfulness stay with you, So I'm going to play this song again. Salute to Guy. Cause this is kind of a tribute. Well, it is a tribute. It's not kind of, it's a tribute to these brothers and what they brought, and many other groups like them. Cause we all know, excuse me, Aaron Hall had a very unique voice. And as I said a minute ago about him and, God, what's the name I just said? But anyway, when I said Aaron Hall sang in Pumps in the Bump, you can hear his voice, and he didn't even sing most of the song, but just that one little segment he sang was unique. Get your bump, baby. Get your bump, baby. Just that one little part is unique. His voice is so unique. Again, like I said about Anthony Hamilton, very unique voice. No one can imitate Aaron Hall's voice or Anthony Hamilton. There's probably, like I said about Aaliyah, there's only one Anthony Hamilton and there's only one Aaron Hall. I like artists like that. They have their own. There's no way to copy it, imitate it. And that's anybody that got a gift. Always develop a gift of one's own. It's good to be inspired by others, but have one's own gift. Again, transcend our gifts, whatever that is. But of course, we're speaking on music. So salute to Guy and the brothers, what they brought, Again, I used to, the old saying, listen to the, don't let the tape stop until it pop. That was me, man. I'm telling you, I used to listen to Guy all the time and sing along with it. It's actually how I kind of developed a little melody from singing, from listening to Guy's music. Because when you sing along with music a lot, you kind of teach yourself how to sing, if you like music, even if you don't, practice makes perfect, and that's what develop a great artist. Practice, brothers and sisters, and staying at it, hard work, and being patient, and it pays off in the end, real talk. All right, so I'm going to get to this song called Love, and then I'm going to read some summaries of some groups that I have. Of course, I always got a list, but only got, got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Only got 5 groups that I'm going to speak on, but there's some popular groups. Those who are listening, I think you'll like the groups that I'm going to read about. Of course, a little background on them and, just giving honor, but not just music, brothers and sisters. Transcend any gift that we have. All right, I'm going to play this song. I ain't got my Mojo music on. I don't hear it. Okay. Yep. I'm going to play this song called Love. And I will be back, brothers and sisters. Of course, as always, I got to play around with the old computer. And I will be back, brothers and sisters. And it's called Love. The title of it is Love, but the hook goes, do you know what it means? Because we throw that word around. But do we really know what love means? Be back after this.
Love, do we know what it means? Love is more than a thing. Love, do we know what it means? Talking about love, it's more than just a thing. Love, do we know what it means? Love, yeah, I'm here to teach my brothers and my sisters too, to making sure we do what we gotta do to make it through. I don't hurt you or hurt nobody else, and we won't lose. Man, we gotta win. Look deep within. Watch out for wrong things and so-called sin. And just be the best of ourselves. Yeah, individual we will get help. Yeah, cause what we put out, that's what we get back. Yeah, and don't ever look to the past. Yeah, you can't change what's behind your ass. Gotta keep that love, that way we last. Yeah, and keep the divine in our mind. Yeah, keep that love and we'll be fine. Yeah, and stay up on this loving scene. But we got to know what it means. Woo! Love, do we know what it means? Love, it's more than just a thing. Love, do we know what it means? Love, yeah, it was a time I went through hard things. That's why I'm here today, and I sing, and I'm here, man, yeah, to lift you. You can make it, yeah, and we can make it through. You don't hurt nobody, yeah, to get by and tell the truth, man, and don't lie. Gotta be it cool as we can and believe in what we got and where we stand. And be a woman, yeah, or be a man, and you will be okay. And listen to what I'm saying. Yeah, keep your brain, never go insane. Never know what happened while we on this plane. Love, do we know what it means? Love, cause it's more than just a thing. Love, do we know what it means? Love, love, it's more than just a thing. Love.
Real talk. Yep. Do we know what it means, brothers and sisters? And hey, like I say, that's for me too. But when we get a little wise, we get up in levels or age, I like to say, we will find out what it means. And it's more than just feeling good about something. No, it goes deeper than that, because what we all say, if you love yourself, you have love for everyone else, those who are deserving of it. You know what I'm saying? So if you do find love, I'm talking about romantic relationships, if you find it, don't take it for granted, and because again, we don't want to be in our golden age fighting all the toxic things we did down through the years, making up and all that, regret and all that bullshit. No, we want to be at a place of peace when we finally have gotten to where we have been working hard to get to. A foundation, because I always say there is no destination. All we can have is a secure foundation and be ready to learn and keep elevating, stay focused, stay on point, transcend our gifts, brothers and sisters. Real talk. All right, so I want to get to these groups that I was going to talk about. And again, thank the current subscriber, new subscriber, anybody that view, I salute you for riding along with the brother, because you took time out of your day, to listen to a brother. And again, there are many, there are some great content creators out there amongst the toxic ones, the clout chasers and all that. There are some great brothers and sisters out here. Again, we just have to be in that right space, whether in our lives in general or in music. So let's get to the music. And I want to read some of these other groups. And again, salute to Guy, for bringing some beautiful music, slow songs. Bye bye, I'm saying bye bye. That song, I love that song. I'm sending chills to my body hearing that song. Man, they just made all around good music. Every song was good. Like I said, I used to play that cassette tape so much I wore the words off of it. And I know every song on that album. The one with I Like on it. Every song on that album I know word for word. And I can it'll never get this. They made this, and it's a lot of artists, excuse me, I'm fumbling. It's a lot of artists like them. It's just their music will never die, so to speak. It will always, no matter when we play it, it'll always feel refreshing. And that's when time hasn't been wasted. And because when you put your real self into your music, you'll find out later on, and it'll be music that people will never forget. So of course, we'll never forget the song that Guy made, Brother Aaron Hall, man, most unique voice ever. So again, this is a tribute to Guy and other groups like them. So salute to those brothers, Teddy Riley, and he's made beats for other artists too, if I'm not mistaken, so. And I like Teddy Riley. Every time you see him in videos and stuff, he just look like he enjoys what he does. And that's important with music. Enjoying what you do, in life in general, our gifts in general, but especially music, enjoy it. Enjoy making music. Don't make it work, Love what we do what we love, All right, so I want to get to some groups that I got a list of. I always got a list of groups. And the first one on the list is the Fugees. I spoke on Lauryn Hill recently, but I wanted to speak on the other, parts of the group, the Fugees, because they brought good music. And all right, so let's go. The Fugees are an American hip hop trio formed in 1990 in South Orange, New Jersey, deriving its name from a shortening of the word refugees. Dope. That's something I didn't know. I like that. Yep. So salute to the Fugees, and two songs that I got right here. Ready or not, here I come. You can't hide. I'm gonna find you and make you want me. Yeah, I like that. And then that other one is of course we know, Killing Me Softly. It's beautiful with their killing us softly with their drama. 30 years of Fuji controversies. Yeah, so they brought good music, the Fugees, and I just seen a recent video with Lauryn Hill and God, what's the brother name? Do I got his name? I don't think I got it. I didn't even look up their names. But yeah, the brother that sings with her, he got a unique name. Forgive me, y'all, for not remembering his name. But the brother she made music with, there was other people in that group too. I'm just trying to remember the brother. I just seen a recent video with them, and Lauryn Hill looking good. She had, and I love her hairstyle she had. She had a hairstyle, man, that was, man, whoever do her hair, they care about her. Her hairstyle was dope, and it's a hairstyle I've never seen. She had like a afro, but it was like wearing a hat cocked to the side. That's how her afro looked. It was very unique, and she looked beautiful. She had a little shades on. Man, Lauryn Hill looked more doper now than she ever did, you know. So salute to Lauryn Hill and the Fugees and the rest of the group, you know. So yeah, so salute to them. I had them on the list, and yep. And the next one on the list is Earth, Wind, and Fire, and I spoke on them recently about the brother Phil Bailey, and who I didn't know was for a while was the lead singer Earth, Wind, and Fire. And salute to Earth, Wind, and Fire. I just spoke on them recently. I think I gave a tribute to Sheila E. And I think I spoke on Earth, Wind, and Fire on there. Yeah, and I spoke on Phil Bailey. Rest in peace and in power to Maurice Wright. And Phil Bailey, yeah, one of my favorite songs by Phil Bailey is Reasons. The reason that we're here. You know, he had that octave voice, so he's known for that octave voice. He was multi-talented too, which a lot of them were. You know, like I said, I'm just speak on bands, but Earth, Wind, and Fire, we know they brought beautiful music. So salute, and again, rest in peace and in power to Maurice Wright. And the next group is Commodores, and I remember listening to them back in the ticking days. I remember me and some friends of mine, we were in a talent show. This back when we were breakdancing, and that's the song. The song we breakdanced off, or danced off of. I think it was Lady. It was either Lady or All Night Long, one of them. And we all remember the song, Lady, Lady, you bring me up when I'm down, up when I'm down. You know that song. And all night long, all night, all night. All night long. That was a good song, and I love the video. The video was awesome. Everybody was dancing, having fun again, having fun. You know, enjoying what we do. You know, whatever gift we have. But I'm talking about music right now. So salute to the Commodores and Lionel Richie. I know he went through a little controversy and went through things in his life, but you know, Commodores, of course, they brought good music, which I have that album, the original vinyl album, and I also got Earth, Wind, and Fire, and I got SOS Band. I'm gonna do another podcast on R&B and funk music. I'm talking about from back in the day, because matter of fact, I put that in the end screen. I put I think it was hip hop, R&B, and jazz as a way of life, and I talked about vinyl albums and old school music. I put that in the end screen. And yeah, so that's one of the albums I have, Commodores and Earth, Wind, and Fire. I got both of them, the vinyls. And I'm gonna do another one because I want to list some more of the albums that I have, and I got a lot of them, brothers and sisters. So, the vinyl, and I'm never getting rid of them. So again, that was another group. Salute to the Commodores, Lionel Richie. They brought beautiful music that still impacts us today. They transcended their gift. All right, the next one is Gladys Knight and the Pips. I think that was all I had. Hold on. Let me read the Commodores before I move over to Gladys Knight. All right, Commodores, often billed as the Commodores, is an American funk and soul group. The group's most successful period was in the late 1970s, and I was born 1970. The Commodores, Easy, that one song, Easy Like a Sunday Morning, yeah. Okay, that song. And Night Shift. I think the Commodores, they made a song called Night Shift. Yeah, so salute to that group, and what they brought, And we gotta understand, brothers and sisters, that these artists put a lot of work into their music. Because, I do music, and I know the work it goes in, especially when you want it to sound good. It's a lot of work that goes into it. It's more than just making the beat and putting words over it. Like I said, it's a way of life. It's how one feels in the center, in that core, Again, this is any gift, brothers and sisters. Transcend your gift. Find your gift and invest in it. Not embellish it, but invest in it. Make it better, Go above and beyond, Be different than everyone else. Again, whatever gift we have. So salute to the Commodores and what they brought. All right, we're going to move on over to Gladys Knight and the Pips. And Georgia. No, well, they didn't make Georgia. Midnight Train in Georgia, but that would be Ray Charles, rest in peace and in power. And I just wanted to read a little bit about Gladys Knight, which was another beautiful group. Gladys Knight and the Pips. All right, let's read a little summary on them. Active from 1952. Hall of Fame introduction 1996. Genres: R&B, soul, dance, and electronic. Let's see. Buddha Records, Motown, MCA Records, Columbia Records, Brunswick Records, and more. Record labels. All right, I'm gonna read the songs they had. Of course, we know what they are, but I'm gonna read them. Midnight Train to Georgia, 1973. Neither One of Us, 1973. If I Were Your Woman, 1971, year after I was born. And I Heard It Through the Grapevine, 1967. And those were some lovely songs by Gladys Knight and the Pips, And again, I've been going back and just thinking about groups back when we had bands, and again, percussionists, guitar players, keyboard players, and man, all those elements and tools to make a great song without all the digital shit. You know what I mean? Because nothing is more authentic than original. All right, we're going to move over to another group, Revolution, which have Prince in it. Rest in peace and empower Prince. But I brought them up because I spoke on Prince before. Like I said, I did a tribute to him too. And but I wanted to get into the group and break down the group and who played what and what their names was. And so salute to Revolution. As we know, they brought amazing music, different, an impact. Purple Rain Purple Rain will never get old. Any of Prince music, any bands like Revolution would never get old. The Fugees, all the bands I just read, Earth, Wind and Fire, Commodores, Gladys Knight. Those are songs we'll remember forever, and we, other generations will learn to appreciate them. Our younger generation, I think every new artist that come into music need to really study the origins of it instead of just going into the booth. No, learn the business aspect, learn from artists like Revolution, older groups, learn, research, see what they went through, so, I'm just saying, it's just too much information out there now just to keep repeating the same thing that's just been happening over and over. Prince told us a lot of truth before he left out of here. I mean, how much truth do we need, But that's another podcast. But I want to read a little breakdown of the Revolution. Salute and thank them. Again, it's a tribute to Guy. And these are groups that I think are similar to Guy and had that same passion for having a group and making music. All right. So let's read a little bit about the Revolution. Again, Prince, rest in peace and in power. All right. Active, we talking about the group Revolution. Active until 1986. Active from 1979. All right. And we're going to talk about the guitarist, Wendy Melvoin. I might have said her name wrong. Wendy Melvoin. It's Melvoin. Wendy Melvoin since 1983. Prince, 1979, 1986. All right. Des Dickerson, 1979, 1983. Miko Weaver, 1985, 1986. Drummer, Bobby Z. And keyboardist, Lisa Coleman, and since 1980. And Dr. Fink since 1979. Gail Chapman, 1979 through 1980. And these were all percussionists, and they all played, the guitar and keyboard and all that stuff. I just wanted to kind of give the names of the people that was in that group, because it's not just the singer. It's all the tools. Every element of a song is needed when it comes to making a great song, especially when you got a group and everybody getting along. It's beautiful, because I spoke on, my cousin, L'Oreal Lyrical, may she rest in peace and in power. We made a great song. I played it on a podcast. Which one did I play it on? On the one I gave a tribute to the Stop the Violence song, Self-Destruction, with KRS-One and all the rest of those other artists that was in that song. And I named them. And I named a few of them in that podcast, but I did give honor to all artists, because some names I didn't name. But I that was an honor of everyone that was involved in that self-destruction movement. So salute to that. Yeah. And, it's a wonderful thing when we look back on the work that we have put in. And then we can relax and just share it to others. Our knowledge, things we have learned. Again, whether it's something in life in general or music, like the group Guy did. because I'm sure they inspired. That's what it's about, passing that torch, brothers and sisters. We'll learn from the musical geniuses like Guy and Prince and many other bands. The other bands I just read, and I need to remember the brother. Can't believe I can't remember the other brother's name in the Fugees. I hate when I do that. I should have researched him and looked him up. But salute to the other brother and everybody else in that group, the Fugees. Maybe it'll come to me before I leave this podcast. But I just wanted to speak on some music, give a little tribute to Guy. And as you can see on my thumbnail and banner here, they doing their thing. They was doing their thing. Things were more simpler back then, even the way they dressed, and it was just a different time, a golden time, But we in different times, but we can still have a golden time now. Again, just appreciate the gifts that we have developed, and whether it's music or any gift, transcend our gifts that Great Divine gave us. It's a let me see. I'm still thinking of the brother's name in the Fugees. It almost popped in my head. Wycliffe, if I said his name right. Salute to Wycliffe. I think that's his name. And again, I seen him and Lauryn Hill in those just a small little videos, only a few minutes. And I think they were like getting in the car or something. Somebody was interviewing them. And I'm telling you, they look, and I know they're not together, but they looked great, in that video. And I'm telling you, Lauryn Hill is more beautiful now than she's ever been. She looked so dope with that hairstyle she had. It was dope. I've never seen a hairstyle like that. That's what I like about her. She's like Eve. She's a diamond that's apart from other diamonds, and that's beautiful, and that's rare, And of course, she went through challenges to get to the position she's in, but she's an example of when you stay with knowing oneself, nothing can fuck with you. Real talk. So. Again, those artists who are not with us, may they rest in peace and in power. Whether it's hip hop, R&B, jazz, because I've read some summaries on some jazz musicians from back in the day on that podcast that I'm gonna put in the end screen. Hip hop, R&B, and jazz is a way of life, and I went back a little bit, and I talked about some band leaders. It was two brothers. I can't remember their names right now. But it was two brothers. One was a trumpet player and one was a band. They both played instruments. Just can't remember them right now. And but they were band leaders. So that will be in the end screen. Hip hop, R&B, jazz is a way of life. So that was what was in my spirit. Just wanted to give a little honor to Guy and the beautiful music they brought and the uniqueness Teddy Riley brought with his music, and Aaron Hall and the other brother named Damian Hall. Salute to those brothers and everybody that was involved in that group. We need good music like that, because good music gives you good vibrations. So that's what was in my thought, and I just want to give it a little advice to the listeners and anyone out there. Transcend any gift that we have, brothers and sisters. So that's it, and I always want to give encouraging words. Again, like I say all the time, if you hear positive things or music from me or my son, Lord Lamont, any positive energy you get from this channel, pass it on to someone else, And like we're inspired by these musicians that we have listened to throughout the years. Good music, And just keep it going, brothers and sisters, And may we all keep that ultimate peace, brother, sister, family, wherever part of the world that we are in. Again, salute to Guy and all those groups that I named, and keep listening to good music, brothers and sisters, and my artists out there. Keep on transcending. Don't get caught up in the madness and things that distract you, and stay original. Original is important, and whatever gift we have. Remember, this more than just music. Always try to make it above and beyond thing. That's important to me, because there's many ways to do righteous things out here. There's not just one way. As long as it's not hurting ourselves or hurting no one else. We keep that love, and we give love to those who are deserving of it. Do we know what it means? If we know what it means, we won't use it to exploit or hurt anything or anyone, and just keep love, especially in oneself, and keep on transcending our gifts, brothers and sisters. Salute.